The football team was looking to clinch a berth in the NCAA tournament with a victory over Azusa Pacific this weekend.
We have your highlights of that and an update from the men's and women's swim and dive team next on Maverick Postgame.
Welcome to our pre-turkey edition of Maverick Postgame. As usual, I'm Joe Azar.
And I'm Bryce Reedy. Now, despite clinching the conference last weekend, the football team still had to win one final game to lock themselves into the NCAA playoffs. However, this was going to be a tough task as CMU found themselves up against the 13th ranked team in the country, Azusa Pacific. Azusa entered the game with a 9-1 record and their lone loss of the season coming up against Colorado School of Mines. So would the Mavericks be able to take care of business at home? Well, let's take a look and see, as courtesy of KMSA and Tyler Franson, we have your highlights of the Clash of the Titans from Saturday.
Will line up by himself in the shotgun. They go four receivers left. Sean rolling out to his left. Sean looking deep. He's got a man open. Makes the catch at the 23, and he breaks through 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Colorado Mesa, right out of the gate. The ball is spotted. The kick is away. It has the distance, and it is good. Ryan Sheehan from the right hash will line up for a 30-yard field goal. Here's the ball spotted. Kick is away. It's got the distance, and it is good. With the tight end on the left of the line of scrimmage, Scobie gets the handoff out of the left. Nope. Elfer's going to keep it himself, and he will get to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. The 3rd down and 9. They go two receivers right. Here's Sean out of the shotgun. Sean under pressure. Sean fights out of one, fights out of another, fights out of 3. Sean tried to fight out of 4, but he's going to be met.
And it looks like he fumbled the ball as well.
Carr the hold. Ball is blocked, and that will miss it. Dan out of the shotgun handoff. Moves out of one, tries to cut from right to left, gets blockers up in front of him. Here we go, midfield, 40, 30, David Tan in the clear to the 15, 10, 5, David Tan, touchdown, Colorado Mesa Mavericks. Elfer's out of the gun, looking to throw, straight drop in the pocket, fires, pumped, blocked at the line, and intercepted! Intercepted on the tip there, and that is, I believe, Blake Nelson. And Scobie to the right. Here's Elfer's out of the shotgun under pressure, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Blake Nelson on the sack of Andrew Elfers. It's now 1st and 15. Low snap. Elfers going to try to keep it himself. Gets across the 15 to the 10. Tries to cut up the middle of the 5, and he dives his way into the end zone, and that is going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. Fields 10. Rugby styles this one to the right. Brown lets this one bounce. He's going to field it, and then he dropped it, and then it's going to be picked up by the Cougars. Here's the handoff to Scobie, and with an effort, he will find his way into the end zone. Touchdown for the Cougars on either side of Sean in the gun. Sean looking to throw. Sean under pressure, steps out of one sack. He fights his way, but he's going to throw a ball and tipped, intercepted. Spotted. Kick is up. Kick is away. It's got the distance, and it is good. Sheehan gets this one up. Does it have the distance? Does it have the length? It does, wow. And it is good! He'll hand it off to Scobie. Scobie gets to the 30, breaks out of one, gets to the 35, 40. A big play here. Look out, midfield, 45, 40. Revis gets hit in the head from Scobie. Scobie bringing it all the way to the 20, down to the 17-yard line. Jacob Hall with the kick. It's up, blocked! It's blocked to the line! It's going to be picked up by the Mavericks at the 30, 35, 40. Here we go, midfield! 30, 25, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! Are you kidding me?
CMU moved to 9-2 on the season with a 33-24 home victory. David Tan led the way for the Mavericks with 110 rushing yards and a score, while receiver Josh Brown was the leader on the day with 52 yards and his own score. For Azusa Pacific, Kurt Scobie led the offense with 214 yards on the ground and his one score. We were able to catch up with some of the key contributors following the win.
If you look back in the whole year, it feels like it's the same thing over and over and over. And I mean, our guys know that we just got to keep battling. We have the team who could, it's 4 quarters. You just keep playing, and it just keeps falling our way, and we appreciate it.
It just shows the mentality of our defense, just not giving up and coming up with big stops in big-time situations.
It's just we're all doing our assignments, and it's those edge guys feel like they got to block down because we have guys exploding, and I'm just trying to take advantage of it. That's really all.
Our mentality, Coach Mack always preaches, give effort on. There's some teams who don't really come off on a field goal block, but we come off every time, and it opens up holes. And
all week we've talked to our guys all week, and even last week she said, you know what, we're at a standpoint because of some of the injuries that whatever it takes, that's what it takes. And whether it's a special teams play, whether it's offensive play, defensive play, and that's the way these guys play. And like I said, the strength of this team is the spirit and the heart of this football team.
Yeah, I think the tempo that Coach McDowell's put in the last couple weeks has really helped us kind of find a groove early on. And, we've had some trouble in the past where we don't start fast, and, that's kind of caught up to us. But, early in that first quarter and that second quarter, I think, just with the tempo and all the exotic things that we did, really just kind of focused everyone in and just got us going.
Yeah. That was Coach McDowell and the offensive staff. They did a phenomenal job, and he just asked me, he said, "You okay with this?" I said, "Yes," because I'm telling you, Azusa is an outstanding defense. And we watched teams just try to pound themselves against them, and that are really good football teams, and they couldn't. And that's why they were only giving up 12 points a game. And so we said, we got to do some other things to try to create an edge. And I think it created some confusion for them, and our guys executed extremely well. And I'm just proud of them. But shoot, that was the offensive staff, Coach McDowell and the offensive staff. They did a phenomenal job of getting guys in position to make plays, and we had guys make plays.
A lot of games played on here, and I'm just so fortunate and so blessed that Coach Martin allowed me to come back and be a part of the success of this team in my hometown, and just giving back to the community that supported me. You never know how much you got left, and that really hit me hard this last week, and having the chance to have our team continue was really special.
Sean is one of the biggest factors that has helped turn this program, the expectation around the last 2 years, and that's since he's been here, and everybody else is buying into it, and he's just a great leader, and he's a competitor, and well, I'll tell you what, I'm just proud for him and proud for the opportunity that this team has.
We were in that 7th spot, and we knew we needed to get a victory here, and we did. So, hopefully, if nothing crazy happens, I think we'll be a lot happier this Sunday than we were last year.
Tomorrow's going to be a celebration. Last year we weren't quite sure. We thought we had it, but this year we know we're going to go in there. Can't wait to see our name called and just know that we have more business to handle, but that was our main goal, just to get it there, and once you're in, anything can happen.
This year, where we were already at 7 and playing a quality football team like this, there's no excuse for us not to be in the playoffs. This team deserves to be in the playoffs.
Now, on Sunday night, the NCAA bracket was announced, and the Mavericks were given the 5th seed in the region. They will get to travel down to Texas to take on Texas A&M Commerce. Now, Commerce is the 8th-ranked team in the country and enters the game with a 10-1 record on the season. Good luck to them as the Mavericks' kickoff is set for 1 p.m. on Saturday.
Football wasn't the only team on display over the weekend, as another successful weekend was made for the swim and dive team. For more on that, here's a special report by Delaney Letts.
Your CMU swim and dive teams have competed in several meets now this season. Throughout the season, CMU swimmers and divers have been named Players of the Week several times in the RMAC. The first week in November, Maverick swimmers collected 3 of the 4 Player of the Week awards handed out. Mary Says was named Player of the Week for the women's team, winning all 7 events she participated in, and setting pool records for each of them. In that same week, she received Swimmer of the Week honors from college swimming. Noah Macombe was named Men's Diver of the Week, and Abby Smith the Women's Diver of the Week. This past weekend, the Maverick swimmers and divers took on the University of Wyoming Cowboys. Mary Says won both the 50 free and the 200 back, continuing her individual winning streak this season. Her talent is sure to take her far the rest of this season. Hannah Sangfelt and Candace Rosen dominated in the 200 free. The men's team had success in the meet as well, with winners Sam Bryant, 500 free and 200 individual medley, and Chris Radomski, 100 fly and 400 free relay. There were also some second-place finishers from both teams, including Landon Ellis, Maggie Hellard, Caitlin Staub, and Madeline McClain. The Mavericks continue to find themselves on top meet after meet. Back to you guys in the studio.
That is all we have for this week. Be sure you check back with us next week for all the latest scores and updates on Maverick sports. With Bryce Reedy, I'm Joe Azar. Have a gobble-tastic Thanksgiving break, Mavs. I hate you.